Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we are looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on August 25th, 2025, which was just 2 days ago. The big hook is a family of open-weight hybrid reasoning models that merge structured multi-step thinking traces with strong instruction following, while keeping training transparent and reproducible. The paper is titled Hermes 4 Technical Report, and as we will see later, the implications for model training are quite significant. In short, the work details a 5 million sample post-training corpus, scalable synthesis and verification pipelines, long context training up to about 40,000 tokens, and public release of model weights. On X, posts highlight the Hermes 4 release, stressing hybrid reasoning you can toggle, strong instruction following, very long context, and open weight availability in LM Studio. Engagement looks strong, with newest research nearing 1,000 likes in LM Studio, drawing notable discussion and reposts. The previous segment covered the release and goals. Figure 1 shows how DataForge synthesizes instruction answer pairs from pre-training text. The left workflow outlines 3 stages, which are passage transformation, instruction generation, and answer generation, with LLM judging and iteration to enforce quality. The right panel illustrates that each workflow itself becomes a node inside a larger graph, so complex pipelines compose cleanly. This declarative precondition and postcondition design keeps edges sparse and scalable. Alright, the previous figure established the training setup. Table 1 details the key training parameters by model size. The table lists 14B, 70B, and 405B models with their parallelism choices, which are fully sharded data parallel alone for 14B, and fully sharded data parallel plus tensor parallel for the larger 2. All variants trained on 56 billion tokens, but the learning rate scaled down with size, so 5 times 10 to the minus 5, 1 times 10 to the minus 5, and 5 times 10 to the minus 6. The final column shows compute cost in B, 200 hours, rising steeply with scale. So, the previous table covered compute scaling. Table 2 reports the trade-off from forcing the think tag to close at 30,000 tokens on the QN314B variant. The table shows modest score drops on AIME and GPQA, but a big live code bench gain because shorter chains reduce timeouts. Overlong at 40,960 tokens plummets, with reductions from roughly 18 to 60% down to about 6 to 12%. The takeaway is that termination control slashes runaway reasoning while only slightly denting accuracy on most tests. Okay, the previous table quantified termination effects. Table 3 presents a head-to-head snapshot of downstream scores for the 405B model against other large open-weight systems. The table groups metrics into math and reasoning, logic and code, knowledge alignment, reading comprehension, and creativity in writing, which makes the comparison straightforward. Hermes 4 leads or ties on several reasoning and alignment rows, while Cogito and DeepSeek variants trade wins in knowledge-heavy tests. The balance shows competitive breadth, so the 405B model maintains strong reasoning without major losses in other domains. Wrapping up, 2 takeaways stand out. Hybrid reasoning with verified thinking traces can coexist with strong instruction following at open weight scale, and targeted termination control, meaning a trained stop for the think tag, tames runaway chains with minimal accuracy loss. The broader implication is reproducible, long context reasoning becomes practical for the community. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.